Man United seem to finally be heading in a good direction. With Erik ten Hag at the helm, the Red Devils have captured the League Cup after an almost 6-year drought. However, the Premier League has been out of their reach for almost 10 years now. It was on a cloudy night in April 2013 that Robin van Persie sealed the hat-trick in 33 minutes to capture his first Premier League title, and the Red Devils last until now. Today, I'll be looking at the squad that beat Aston Villa that day and where are they now almost 10 years later. Starting out with David De Gea. The Spanish goalkeeper was in his second season with the club, and 10 years later, he's still their number one keeper. He had his ups and downs, but I firmly believe most United fans are still happy with the club. Rafael. Always looked upon as the most talented twin, Rafael spent the majority of that season as a first choice right back. For a while, it looked like he had finally stepped up and taken the role. However, in the next 2 seasons, he lost space in the United squad until he was sold to Lyon in 2015. He's currently 32 years old and playing in Brazil with Botafogo. Phil Jones. Phil was once touted as a future England captain and potentially the best Man United player of all time by Sir Alex Ferguson. Right. Let's just say that those quotes did not age well. Impressively enough, he's still at Man United. Sadly, in the last 4 seasons, he only played 13 times for the senior team, while his last match with the Three Lions was in 2018. He's been plagued by injuries during the majority of his career, and at 31 years old, the future is not too hopeful for Jones. Next up, Jonny Evans. Evans was the one partnering up with Phil Jones that evening. The Northern Irish had been a reliable option for defense for over 5 years, but after Sir Alex Ferguson left, he lost space in the team and left for West Bromwich Albion in 2015. He's currently 35 years old and playing for Leicester City. Next up, Patrice Evra. One of the best left-backs of his generation, Evra spent 8.5 seasons with United, always as their first choice left-back. Evra left United for Juventus in 2014, where he came so close of winning another Champions League. His last playing days, though, were full of controversy. He kicked a Marseille fan when he played there and retired a year later with West Ham, having only played 5 matches with the Hammers. He's 41 years old and currently works as a part-time pundit. Michael Carrick. The English midfielder joined Manchester United in 2006 from Tottenham Hotspur and remained at the club until the end of his professional career in 2018. After his retirement, he served the Red Devils as an assistant coach and worked under Jose Mourinho and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. After Solskjaer left the club in November 2021, he was appointed as the club's caretaker manager. He managed United and actually never lost. He beat Arsenal, Villarreal and drew against Chelsea away. Carrick is now 41 years old and managing Middlesbrough in the Championship. Ryan Giggs. A one-club man and a legend at Man United, Giggs played for the club for 24 years, appearing in 963 matches, the most out of any Man United player in history. Giggs was still a regular in that title-winning season, but next year he was appointed as a player interim manager of Manchester United in the final 4 matches of the 2013-2014 season after David Moyes was sacked. After retirement, he immediately became the assistant manager under Louis van Gaal and remained in that position for the next 2 seasons. In 2018, Giggs was appointed as a manager of the Wales national team, a job he quit in April 2021 due to personal reasons. He's currently 49 years old, unemployed, and amidst a trial of domestic violence. Antonio Valencia. The former Ecuador international joined Manchester United from Wigan Athletic in 2009 and played at the club for 10 seasons. Nobody could really anticipate his evolution, as he would even become a club captain. After leaving the Red Devils, he played in Mexico with Querétaro and Ecuador with LDU Quito. Currently 37 years old, he retired from professional football in May 2021. The last man in midfield, Shinji Kagawa. Kagawa was actually a great player in his first stint at Dortmund. He then left for Man United and played pretty well in his first season. However, the Red Devils expected more of the Japanese player, and after only 2 seasons playing in Manchester, Kagawa was on his way back to Dortmund. After 4 seasons in Germany, he became kind of a journeyman, having played with 5 clubs in the last 5 seasons. This year, he'll turn 34 years old and currently plays with Cerezo Osaka. Wayne Rooney. A Manchester United legend and former captain, Wayne Rooney joined the Red Devils in 2004 from Everton and played at the club for 13 years. In 2017, he returned to his former club Everton for a second stint before moving to MLS side DC United, where he spent a season. In August 2019, Rooney returned to England to join Championship side Derby County as player manager, and in January 2021, he retired from professional football and became a full-time manager at the club. He's currently 37 years old and manages DC United in the MLS. Robin van Persie. The man of the match that day and perhaps the MVP of this title-winning squad, Van Persie had joined the Reds in 2012 after spending 8 seasons with Arsenal without winning a single league title. He spent 3 successful seasons at the club, scoring 58 goals in 105 appearances. After leaving the Red Devils, he played for Fenerbahce and Feyenoord, retiring from professional football in 2019. He's currently 39 years old, enjoying his retirement with his family in the Netherlands. Before I wrap this video up, let's have a quick look at the bench and see what those players are doing now. Although this 11 is from a match almost 10 years ago, only 2 players sitting on the bench that day are currently retired. Anders Lindgaard hung up his gloves last year after 4 seasons with Helsingborgs, and Rio Ferdinand in 2015 after a stint with QPR. The other 5 players are still active today. Alex Putner is still an important piece at the Graafschap in the Eredivisie, just like Tom Cleverley who's in his 7th season with Watford in the Championship. Danny Welbeck is still playing in the Premier League with Brighton, while Nani and Chicharito Hernandez are on different continents. The first, who's sadly out with a severe knee injury, plays for Melbourne Victory in Australia, and the latter is also injured and under contract with LA Galaxy in the MLS. And that is it for the video. I hope you enjoyed this different topic. If you did, make sure you press the like button so I know that you're interested and want to see more content like this. Also, if this isn't the first time you're watching this channel, consider subscribing so you don't miss the new content that I post every day. Thank you for staying until the end of the video. Stick around and watch this one up next. I bet you'll enjoy it. I'll see you there.